My question tonight is, my wife had an accident about a week or so ago where a guy did hit her and he didn't have any insurance. In our policy, we do have underinsured motorists and uninsured motorists. But on top of all that, with all the hospital bills, because she did get injured, we understand that the insurance company, our insurance carrier that paid medical insurance, carrier that paid the hospital bill, has the right to come back and claim their money back if we're collecting from uninsured motorists or uninsured motorists. And it seems as if the guy that hit my wife gets off scotch-free. And, of course, our vehicle was totaled. And it's like it seems as if we're coming out at a loss because we're not getting that value back out of our vehicle that we thought was worth more. So I was wondering, being that he didn't have insurance, if he even have a job, or there any kind of way that we can get an attorney and go after him for his garnish to his check or anything in that matter.
Okay. Well, thanks for calling and sharing some of your story. Goodness, it sounds like he's had a rough time. What do you think about that?
Well, Tiffany, I'll tell you, Michael, the truth is probably there is nothing you can do. But in cases of serious injury, what our firm does is we undertake to look everywhere possible for insurance, because sometimes when an uninsured motorist hits someone, there are coverages there that may not be immediately obvious. Like Bob Prince was talking about, dram shop cases if there's drinking. Also, what was he doing on the road is the question that we always ask. And if he is on the road doing something for someone or doing something for a business, then that business's insurance could come into play. You ask about something called subrogation, or paying back your medical bills, and that's true. And it sounds like you guys had health care insurance, and that's very fortunate. But your health care insurance, the amount you will have to pay them back is far less than the amount your wife was billed. So hopefully, once everything is paid, there'll be enough coverage there to help y'all. But like Ken was talking about in his sidebar tonight, everybody needs to take a look at their uninsured motorist coverage. I mean, you need to make sure you have sufficient uninsured motorist coverage for an event like Michael and his family are going through.
Yeah, and Adam, share with our viewers too about if somebody's watching and they've been in a situation sort of like Michael's where they might need an attorney or to talk to an attorney like you guys. How does it work? I mean, obviously they're facing medical bills and they've got to buy a new car and all these expenses are coming up. How do they go to you guys and say, can we talk to you, but I don't have a lot of money to pay you right now? So how does that work?
Right, Tiffany. When you consult with a personal injury attorney, most of the time they are going to take your case on what's called a contingency basis. There will be no upfront consultation fee, and then instead of paying a per hour fee like you would to most attorneys, say if you're getting a will drafted or doing estate work or criminal defense, a personal injury attorney would simply take a portion of the settlement at the end of the case, whether it's a settlement reached before trial or if it's a jury verdict. When we work with these cases, we also work with the healthcare providers and in the insurance companies. And many times we can get reductions in the amount that a client owes either back to the hospital, a doctor, or to their own healthcare insurance company.
So good to know. So there is a way to talk to an attorney if you feel like you need some representation. And you guys obviously would have the know-how to go through the paperwork to say, yeah, you got a case to move forward, or no.
Sure, and to let Michael know whether there's anything we can do to help him.
Right.
Because if the coverage is limited and there's nothing we can do to benefit his family, then of course we would just let him know that.